is in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson set to get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Only a gain of 1 on the game's opening play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He connects with Gray on that one. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Denver 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
12. Here we go.
Handoff here, up the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another 1st down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll run a draw with Mixon. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 1, ready? Here we go. Right, 80, done.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And the Broncos are going to be set up 1st and goal. Good running takes them down to about the 4.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up 1st and goal.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. Here's a run. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal.
Here we go. 180.
They'll go with him again. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. The second down throw is incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. The Colts about to kick this one away. Here comes Smith on the return. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, can. Dot.
Drive will start on the ground. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Gun. Dot. 180. Dot.
He'll step up and run, and he'll take this one up to about the 34-yard line.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
They'll send Flowers in motion. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
Take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 36. On the handoff, this is Benson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's Dart. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. He's got his man. That's down. They'll get 19 out of that play. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
2nd and a yard. To the air once more is Dart. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd and 1, it's Dart. Here's a screen set up for Benson. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down. The Colts now going to send out their field goal unit. His kick is good. And the Colts are on the board. It's 7-3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
11.
They'll send Flowers in motion. On 1st down, Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Here we go.
Burrow to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Ariza to punt. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60.
Dart. They work this out wide to Benson. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken
It's
down.
a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Broncos with the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. The Colts with the football to start this 2nd quarter. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Go. Liking 18. 70 Lions. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
To throw is Dart. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Get up. 18 run. 18 run. Go.
They run out of the gun with Benson. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Now Dart. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
At the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Cougar 19. Cup 19.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. Pass right side to Downs. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
3rd and 7.
Buffalo 18. Ready? 70 Lions. 18 Pioneer. Get up.
Throwing. Dart. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, He still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
12, 12, 12. Gun, gun.
They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
2. From the 29, here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Wait up. Shot.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
3rd and 2. Here we go.
Here we go.
Burrow now. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Broncos 1st down. 1st
Here we
and
go.
10 at the 37-yard line.
11, 90. 11.
They'll give on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up.
And he will go all the way. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Denver. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. He'll go right and find his running back. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On the ground, it's Benson. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And he's going to yards. Across the 50 to the 48.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, Indianapolis.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
14-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Dart. Open right side is likely.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Benson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He was taken down.
After that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
3rd and 5. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
At their own 5-yard line.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 15-yard line. That one good for 8 dozen. And a very quick first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And out of bounds up close to the 30-yard line. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
I'm one, ready? Here we go, here. 11. Big 13. Big 13. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and 1.
It's 2nd down.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll look for Flowers downfield. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. big-time play for the Broncos. A gain of 57 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. Second and 7.
Here we go.
To throw is Burrow. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Broncos, first down.
11,
Gain of 9 yards.
Down, Burrow. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So while they fail to connect on this one, I don't really blame him for continuing to give his guy a shot in tight coverage. When you have someone as special as he is, you can't only throw him the ball when he's open. It's just not going to be enough opportunities. There's not going to be enough volume. So every now and then, there is a calculated risk where even if it's not the ideal window or situation, you've got to give a guy like him as many chances at the ball as you can. Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Got it. Ready? Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. To return is Tucker. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's Dart on first and 10. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. That is Trey Hendrickson getting in there for the sack. Number 3 on the year for him.
And again, it's their inability to prevent negative plays. It's a big reason, Mike, why they find themselves trailing in this game. First play of the series, they already put themselves in a massive hole.
On second down, Dart. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Third and long, and Dart is going to throw. This ball is intercepted. Tyson Campbell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm, just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
Here we go. 11, Thomas.
Play action now. It's Burrow. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On one, ready?
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
He'll get this out wide, and that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll run on first down with Nixon. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. That his 2nd touchdown tonight.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Extra point up and good from Moody. Broncos extend to a 24-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Tucker. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Dart. In middle, and he's got down. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Mustang 19. Go. Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. Hold the look.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He's got his man. That's down. pickup. That's good for a Colts first down.
That's good.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
A run out of the gun with Benson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
Finding yourself down here multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
That left side is made by Higgins. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. It's Dark. That one into the hands of Down. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Let's give a lot of credit to him, Mike, for standing tough in the pocket. He knows he's about to take a big hit with the defense bringing pressure, but they weren't able to get there in time and prevent that completion.
To the air on 2nd down. Dark. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his 3rd interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
On 3rd down, they go with Benson.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. Here.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6. Mark it at the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Tackle there by Matt Wilson.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Here we go. 11 MT. 11 MT.
is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down.
In punt formation.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
31-yard line.
First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And a good run there to get him 5 yards.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Go! Warriors 70, Panther 60, Panther 60. Get up.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 20 yards on that pass play. First down, Indianapolis. A run with Benson. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
19, Tiger, 19, trap 60, trap 60. Go!
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Colts first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Quick throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. But the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. Here now, 3rd and 5.
60 by 6. Ready?
On the ground, Benson begins the 4th quarter.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And into the hands of Wicks. He's got it. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance and it paid off. 1st and goal coming up.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, it's all...
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Trey Benson, touchdown Colts. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Ray going to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. Burrow now. That's into the hands of the fullback. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Burrow here on 2nd down. To the outside, into the hands of McLaurin. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll send Flowers in motion.
Big 13. Big 13. Stop.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take him down for a loss.
He'll get this into the hands of his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long.
11 Thomas. Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. On 1st down, Dart. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Second and 10.
Come on, set. 19, Tiger, not Buffalo 18.
To throw is Dart. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there, or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Out of the gun, third down. It's Dart, and that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down.
Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain.
Brings up second and 9 at the Colts 34-yard line.
Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Then my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off, turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 9.
Here we go. Hey, can.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it'll be third down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
On the set. Tracking 60. Ready? Hawk 70. 18 rattle. Ready?
Here's Dart on first and 10. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by the Kobe D.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
He works free, breaks on, and he will score again. Touchdown, Denver. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season.